Right now, changes to start and dismissal times are coming to the Madison School District. This as issues continue for its new bus provider. What parents are saying about it.
Also, as we head into the cooler months, respiratory illness season inches closer. What you need to know to stay healthy.
And later, a new center is coming to Rindell Park where you can give input on this project. Welcome to News 3 Now. We may be approaching the end of October, but today feels almost like the end of June. We saw temperatures reach near record highs today.
Well, it's not just today, though. Temperatures will be unseasonably warm up until the weekend before returning to what we're used to. For more, let's check with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti in your first warning forecast.
You know, we were just shy of a record high temperature in Madison. We made it to 78 degrees. The record high was 79, but Milwaukee and Rockford, Illinois hit record high temperatures, and it's been unseasonably warm. But as we take a look at a Doppler track, there are some showers and thunderstorms, mainly through Juneau and Adams counties, north of Wisconsin Dells. Heaviest cells are right around Necedah, others up toward Big Flats. But the rest of southern Wisconsin right now, not seeing much in the way of precipitation. The showers that approach Madison really have fallen apart. And as we look at 6-hour future track radar, much of the evening may be dry except for areas north of the Dells before the next round of showers and thunderstorms starts to develop by about 10 o'clock and then moves through between then and midnight. Current temperatures are still well into the 70s in areas that aren't seeing any rain. Farther to the north and west up toward La Crosse, we're still in the middle 60s, but you can see here in Madison, we're sitting at 73 degrees. It's 76 in Middleton, 74 degrees in Stoughton, and 73 degrees in McFarland. Look for skies to be mostly cloudy this evening. There will be a chance of showers and thunderstorms, especially north and west of Madison. Otherwise, temperatures will only drop into the upper 60s by 10 p.m. Later on, I'll take a look at how long this mild weather will last and an alert day in the forecast for next week for unseasonably cold weather as we head toward Halloween.
The Madison Metropolitan School District will soon change the start and dismissal times for many middle and elementary schools across the city.
It comes as the issues continue for district's new bus provider for student. Kyle Pozorski live with a reaction from parents and the district's response to the change. Kyle?
I'm here outside of Hegel Elementary. It's on Madison's west side. People I spoke with today tell me that the change will likely not improve their feelings towards the district or provider. At Hegel Elementary School on Tuesday, first student buses showed up to pick students up at 2:40. Soon, though, the time will be pushed up to 2:35 p.m., 5 minutes earlier. MMSD administration say it will allow for more efficient use of first students' resources. However, parents are not convinced.
Because they've lost kids. I know people whose kids have gotten dropped off at the wrong spot. It's too much risk and not enough reward.
The announcement came Monday afternoon. Early Tuesday, Board of Education Clerk Nikki Vandermullen telling me the administration did not get the board's approval.
Before we had full consensus. To me, that's incredibly problematic.
The district confirmed in an email to me that the administration did make the decision without the board's consent. Vandermullen says they overstepped their authority.
What it can't be is to suddenly unilaterally by the administration make a choice. And they did make that choice.
Right now, the district uses a 2-tier pickup system. The plan is to implement a 3-tier one. For their part, First Student says they, quote, remain committed to meeting the expectations of the Madison community and appreciate the district's partnership in finding solutions. As for Vandermullen, she hopes the administration will reverse course and leave the decision up to the board.
Let's be honest. You elect a school board to be able to vote on issues that affect our kids. Otherwise, you're just voting for an administration.
The change is expected to take place on November 6th. That is a Monday, a couple weeks from now. Reporting here in Madison, Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now.
All right, Kyle, thank you. Columbus High School will soon have a new principal. Eric Gunderson set to start in that role November 9th. He previously worked as Fond du Lac High School's athletic director, assistant principal, and business teacher during his 10 years there. Current Columbus High School interim principal Jay Furking will return to his assistant principal and activities director roles when Gunderson starts.
The first candidate to run for Dane County Executive tossed her hat into the ring today. Madison Alder Regina Vitiver says she is running as a servant leader and background of public health to the position. She currently works in the State Department of Health Services. Vitiver says housing and behavioral health would be priorities for her campaign. We're expecting a special election to take place next year.
In the Milwaukee suburb of Germantown, the DOJ is now investigating after a person was shot and killed by police on top of a school roof. It happened at Kennedy Middle School in Germantown about 7 last night. Officers got a call for a suspect acting erratically and climbing onto the roof of the school. When police got there, The suspect allegedly shot at them. Officers shot back and hit the person. First aid was attempted, but the person died at the scene. At least 50 students were inside the school building at the time of that shooting. The officers involved have since been put on administrative leave. The middle school will be closed for the foreseeable future.
A man accused of sexually assaulting a woman on a Dane County bike path is set to go on trial next summer. Richard Cunningham Jr. is charged with 1 count of second-degree sexual assault, strangulation and suffocation, and felony bail jumping. A criminal complaint alleges the 43-year-old attacked the victim in late March. She was able to fight Cunningham off before running to a nearby home for help. The trial is scheduled to run from June 10th through the 13th. To an update out of Greene County, where the sheriff's office is identifying the man killed in a crash last night. It happened just south of Broadhead at the intersection of State Highway 1118 and County Highway GG. Deputies say 18-year-old Aaron Doyle was driving a motorcycle when he turned into oncoming traffic. He was then hit by a pickup truck. Doyle was pronounced dead at the scene. The truck driver has non-life-threatening injuries. Deputies say the crash remains under investigation.
In Madison, opponents of a Republican bill to create an independent commission for drawing district maps are rallying at the state capitol. Members of SEIU, Voces de la Frontera Action, and others are calling on lawmakers to oppose passing Senate Bill 488. The protesters claim that Republicans are trying to quickly push the bill through to give the legislature the power to decide how local voting maps are drawn.
Fair maps is something that Wisconsinites need because without it, it's contributing to this very toxic, dysfunctional environment where voters cannot really hold our representatives accountable.
The creation of the bill comes as Republicans float the idea of impeaching newly selected Supreme Court Justice Janet Protasiewicz, who has described the current Republican-drawn maps as, quote, rigged. Dozens of states, including Wisconsin, are suing Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram. The federal lawsuit is over the addiction and harm the social media platforms allegedly cause young people. It alleges Meta's products have harmed young users' mental health with its addictive features such as infinite news feeds and frequent notifications. The federal lawsuit marks the latest attempt by states to rein in large tech platforms over fears that social media companies are fueling a spike in youth depression and suicidal thoughts.
To some health news, parents looking to get the new RSV shot for babies may have a hard time doing so. That's because demand is outpacing supply. Known as Beyfortus, the new therapy against RSV is for infants at high risk and those under 6 months of age with underlying health conditions. The CDC is recommending doctors stop using it for babies 8 through 19 months. That group is eligible for an older protective therapy called Synagis. Well, you may be able to take your flu vaccine at home next year. The FDA is reviewing an application for the nasal spray flu vaccine Flu Mist to be able to be self-administered at home. The vaccine, which is the only nasal spray option against flu, has been on the market in the United States since 2003. If approved, Flu Mist would be the first flu vaccine cleared for self-administration.
And as we head into the colder months of the year, respiratory illness season also inches closer.
Our Jalen Banks caught up with some medical experts this afternoon on what you need to know to stay healthy this holiday season.
It might be warm today, but temps will be dropping soon. As we head into the colder months, doctors say they have their eyes on 3 different respiratory illnesses this year. Doctors at UW Health are saying that 3 main respiratory illnesses we'll face this winter are the flu, RSV, and COVID-19. Across the board, the symptoms are all similar, ranging from troubled breathing, body aches, headaches, and so on. But local doctors say vaccinations for each can offer much-needed protection regardless of symptoms.
Not so much that you're going to completely prevent yourself from getting COVID-19. It's never been that way with influenza or the RSV vaccine. But what it does do is it primes your immune system so that when you get infected by one of these viruses, your course, your duration of symptoms, severity of symptoms is much milder. You're less likely to need to go to the hospital. You're much less likely to need to be admitted to a hospital. You're probably not going to go to the intensive care unit, and you're much less likely to die.
Dr. Jeff Potoff also says he does not expect mask mandates or similar orders as we enter holiday season with larger gatherings, but adds we should have grace for those who decide to wear them anyway. And one thing to remember as we move further away from the peak of the pandemic, your insurance coverage will play a role in whether or not your vaccine is still free. And if you're uninsured, reach out to the Department of Public Health because they can provide additional help.
Still ahead on News 3 now at 6. Time is running out for those looking to pick up a winter coat from the Coats for Kids distribution event.
Plus, the Goodman Center's Thanksgiving Basket Drive is already seeing record registration numbers this year. You can help them out next at 6.
Get 50% off lists during the big fall home sale at Slumberland Furniture and one of our best finance sales of the year. Pay no interest for 3 years. Get this stylish sectional for just $7.99, up to 50% off, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Save on your next painting project with 11% off everything in Menards. Freshen up your home with Dutch Boy Forever interior paint. It features Arm & Hammer odor eliminating technology. A gallon starts at $29.98 after rebate. Platinum Plus is an ultra premium interior paint and primer in one that offers a scrubbable finish that covers in one coat in over 800 colors. Pick up a gallon today starting at $36.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Get 50% off lists during the big fall mattress sale at Slumberland. Incredible deals like a twin mattress for just $99, or our own private brand Slumbercrest as low as $299, plus Sealy Posturepedic mattresses marked way down, only at Slumberland.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
The Thanksgiving Basket Drive is well on its way for 2023 at the Goodman Community Center. News 3 Now is once again a very proud sponsor of the event. This is the 35th year that the center has provided the fixings for families to make full Thanksgiving meals at home. And once again, they have set their goal at 4,000 baskets distributed this holiday season. The Goodman Community Center is already seeing record registration numbers this year with the rising cost of food impacting local families.
The need has grown every year, but the great thing is our community responds and we're able to respond to that need. I think my favorite part about it is to see just how amazing our community is.
To help out in this year's Thanksgiving Basket Drive, the Goodman Community Center will be accepting both food and monetary donations over the next few weeks. You can learn more by clicking the links on channel3000.com.
The Coats for Kids distribution event is almost over. You have until tomorrow to claim a winter coat for the upcoming season. The event is happening at the Allied Family Center in Fitchburg. It runs from 9 until 7, so you have a little time left today to get there. You'll be able to find a lot of coats for all ages and size, plus other winter items. This year, the campaign met its goal by collecting more than 5,000 winter coats. After the break, how Sony is trying to make video games more accessible for everyone.
Plus, the city of Madison wants your opinion on a new facility coming to the northeast side, when you'll be able to help.
And how long will this warmer weather stick around? Gary with the complete details. His forecast when we return.
Patty was seriously injured and needed Gruber Law Offices.
You know, there was this whole team that was there to take me from beginning to end. It was an incredible relief that I didn't have to worry about anything.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night. Your home is the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 78 years. And during our 78th anniversary event, carpet installation is just $78. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful, made affordable. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
DePaco Credit Union works to ensure members are well on their way to living a life worth loving. We're committed to enhancing well-being and strengthening the cooperative through programs like Thank Yous. This year, DePaco members share more than $3.3 million in thank yous by saving, borrowing, and planning for the future. When we consistently work together to boost financial well-being, we power the credit union, creating brighter community for all. Not a member? Join the movement where member ownership pays. Visit a DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win.
How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
The holidays are almost here, and Steinhafels has the largest selection of all the latest styles to help you host the perfect holiday celebration. Dining sets large enough for the entire family, and space-saving sleep solutions to accommodate all of your guests to make this the happiest holiday ever. And with Steinhafels 72-month special financing, buying your new furniture just got easier. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
We're often asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices?
the answer is yes. The call, the consultation, free. You pay nothing until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
After years of delays, the city of Madison says plans are coming along for a new library and community facility on the northeast side, the Imagination Center at Rindall Park.
Our Catherine Merck explains how you can be part of the move to add a much-needed resource to that part of town.
What I'm really excited about is the opportunity to provide more service for that neighborhood.
Tana Elias with the Madison Public Library says the resources are coming to an area of town that has only grown in recent years.
The service area for the planned Imagination Center at Rindall Park really is a population that's growing quickly.
According to the city, the Imagination Center at Rindall Park has been in the works since 2016. It was originally chosen to support a lower-income neighborhood with English learners.
It's an area with a lot of children. It's an area where a lot of families are immigrant families. Many of the children in the elementary schools in that district are English language learners, I believe up to 40%.
The resources the facility will provide on Madison's northeast side will be able to help a part of the community that needs it. The city says it's an area where there's a gap in library service. So this is a needed facility for many people in this area.
So it's an area that has a lot of growth. It's an area that has a lot of need, and it's an area that doesn't have a lot of city services currently.
Tana Elias hopes that with upcoming meetings to help get this project going, it will help the area only continue to grow.
And I think that will be inviting and welcoming for a lot of people in that area.
And the city wants your input on the project. The renderings of the Imagination Center will be presented at its next virtual public information meeting. That's November 6th at 6 o'clock on Zoom. Prior registration is required. A link is available on our website, channel3000.com. We could see unseasonably warm temps through the rest of the week. Here's Gary with all the details and his complete forecast.
Yeah, just not as warm as today. Average high temperatures in the mid-50s. We'll be still looking at high temperatures in the upper 60s for the next couple of days. But with those warm temperatures, we've seen some thunderstorms develop, especially north of Madison. Here's Wisconsin Dells. You can see a couple of cells there. Not a lot of lightning associated with these, and they're traveling pretty rapidly to the northeast. Could bring some gusty winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour, perhaps some small hail. Strongest cells now are moving out of our viewing area into Waushara County around Wautoma. Here in Madison and Dane County, there were some showers that approached from the south and west, and you can just see how quickly they fizzled. So much of southern Wisconsin, outside of areas north of the Dells, are going to stay relatively dry through the evening hours. But 6-hour future track radar shows the next batch of showers and storms coming up out of Illinois and developing around 10 o'clock into midnight and a little bit beyond, whereas areas up to the north, that's where the more concentrated areas of rain will be, just north of our viewing area through central Wisconsin. Storm Prediction Center has a marginal or level 1 risk of severe thunderstorms north of Madison. Hail would be the main threat. I think the winds probably will stay below severe limits. But as far as records are concerned, officially 78 degrees, the best we could do in Madison. That missed the record high of 79. The official overnight low temperature 56, that was also below the record. But while the record high temperatures probably are not in jeopardy the next couple of days, the overnight record low temperatures, the warmest low temperatures for the day, certainly in jeopardy for tomorrow and for Thursday, with low temperatures predicted to be around 60 to 62. Three things you need to know. The mild weather will continue through Thursday night before a cold front comes through. We'll see off and on showers and thunderstorms at times through Thursday night. Some of the downpours could be relatively heavy, but at this point, I'm not looking for any severe weather. And then we'll turn colder as we head toward the early part of next week, including the Halloween holiday. We do have a first warned weather alert day in the forecast for Halloween. Not for anything dangerous, but because trick-or-treat temperatures are going to be in the middle 30s, you're really going to have to bundle up the kids and send them out. There also could be a few flurries, and all of southern Wisconsin will be affected by that. High temperature trend well above normal over the next couple of days, and the average high temperature is 55. The average high drops to 51 10 days from now, but our temperatures will be well below that. So a big swing in temperatures from 70s, near 80 degrees today to the upper 30s by Monday of next week and Halloween as well. And you don't like to see this on the weather map. Not near us, but you can see winter storm watches and winter storm warnings near the U.S.-Canadian border for the first major winter storm to our north and to our west. You can see the rain changing to snow there. That's where the colder area is, but in between, the jet stream is dividing the unseasonably warm air to the south to the colder air to the north, and that's why in between we're seeing these showers and thunderstorms. Some of those have been producing heavy downpours, but planning the rest of your evening into the overnight hours. This is at 10 p.m. You can see temperatures still in the upper 60s through midnight. Most of the showers and storms will be up toward the La Crosse area and into central Wisconsin. But watch as we head then into the overnight hours. You can see a round of some showers and thunderstorms moving through Madison and areas to the east. This is at 3 a.m. Notice by 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., most of those will be gone. Temperatures will still be around 60 degrees, which is above our average high temperature for this time of year. Planning your night across Dane County. Look for a low of 62 in the town of Perry, 63 in Mazomanie, 62 for the overnight low temperature in Waunakee. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 63 in Fond du Lac, 64 in Milwaukee, and 61 the overnight low temperature in Platteville. For tomorrow, not quite as mild as today, still 68 degrees, well above normal for this time of year, and we'll see a chance of showers and thunderstorms during the day, lots of clouds. But future track precipitation, this is through early Saturday morning, calling for perhaps 1 to 2 inches or more of rain, especially up toward La Crosse into the central Wisconsin, where those storms are continuing to go over the same general area. The rest of southern Wisconsin, around an inch of rain, maybe a little bit less south and east of Madison, a little bit more up north of the Wisconsin River. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast. Friday's the transition day, 66 early in the morning. Temperatures fall off in the afternoon. By the time we get to Saturday night into Sunday, we could see some flurries of snow mixed in with rain showers. And look at these temperatures for Monday, Halloween, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's why we have the first warned weather alert day. Some flurries in the forecast from Monday afternoon into Tuesday, maybe back to the middle 40s by the end of next week.
Sony is hoping to make gaming on the PlayStation easier for people with disabilities. This odd-looking contraption called the Access Controller was created with one premise in mind. No two people experience disability in exactly the same way. That's why it comes with pieces that are customizable so players can tailor it to fit their individual needs. The Access Controller retails for $90 and is expected to start shipping in early December. We're back with sports after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One Stream. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi, and this Xumo Streambox free with Spectrum TV. It makes searching for shows and movies across live TV and streaming apps easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Xumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-788-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
I had no idea laughter could be a part of my healing after Joe died. But with the Grace's grief support, I found hope, friends, and the strength to move forward.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Think all Medicare plans are the same? Think again. With Dean Health Plan, you can get the coverage you need with premiums as low as $0 a month. That includes medical, hospital, and prescription coverage with $0 copays for primary care doctor visits, plus extra benefits like comprehensive dental and savings on over-the-counter pharmacy items. Call 1-855-822-6173 now to request your free Dean Health Plan guide. Dean Health Plan, right here with you.
10 years ago, a photographer and his stately subject captured our hearts.
Now, I'm traveling back to Platteville for the rest of the story.
Learn how a chance discovery is ensuring the heart of that tree lives on. Thursday at 6.
Wisconsin men's hockey program needed a jolt of energy, and so far in his first year, Mike Hastings has given it to them. The 14th ranked Badgers went 5-1 in non-conference play, but begin battling in the Big Ten on Thursday night. Begins with the border battle against top-ranked Minnesota. Hastings may not know this rivalry too well, but he surely knows the Golden Gophers. He spent the last 11 years at Minnesota State. And his very first college coaching job, well, that was at Minnesota.
When I was hired at Minnesota, I was told there was only one thing that couldn't happen, and we couldn't get beat by the Badgers. So anytime that you get into a rivalry situation, I think you can take records and throw them out the window because there's history there. Now, we're in a situation where we've gotten off to a good start. They've gotten off to a good start, and both head coaches and their staffs are going to learn a lot about their teams by the end of Friday.
Well, now to football. Saturday, a big one for the Badgers. They welcome in third-ranked Ohio State to Camp Randall. To get ready for the game, be sure to tune in to this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Braden Locke stopped by to preview the game and look back at his first career win, that big comeback at Illinois. Show starts at 6:30 right here on News 3 Now. That is Friday night. The big week for Wisconsin women's soccer continues after a first-half hat trick against Michigan State. Emma Jaskinek has been named the Big Ten's Offensive Player of the Week, while teammate Erin McKinney took home the Conference Keeper of the Week award after posting 2 shutouts. UW will kick off Big Ten tournament play on Sunday when they host the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. Gary's back. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, we missed a record high temperature here in Madison, but Chicago, Milwaukee, Rockford, Illinois, Dubuque all set record high temperatures today. Madison just a degree shy. La Crosse into the mid-70s as well. Live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. Skies are mostly cloudy. Most of the showers have moved on. The Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam also showing mostly cloudy skies, but not seeing any rain across far southwestern Wisconsin. The heavier showers are north of Wisconsin Dells, heading up toward Pequawki and Montello in Marquette County, but north of Madison, that's where most of the rain is. South of Madison, not seeing much. 6-hour future track radar, though, shows some showers and storms starting to develop around 10 o'clock through around midnight.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.